care assistant for the past 11 years, and this is the story of one of the most vile people I've ever had the misfortune to work with. An ex-care worker hit an 87-year-old man with dementia in the face with a mop used to clean his floor after he soiled himself, a court heard. Blanks 24 appeared at Norwich Crown Court on Thursday, July the 4th, after admitting counts of being a carer, ill-treating a person without mental capacity, and one count of sexual assault. The offences took place when Blanks was working in a care home in the county, then aged 22. At a previous hearing, he admitted offences which included pulling a 93-year-old female resident across the bed by her neck, verbally abusing a 60-year-old woman, causing distress to a 92-year-old resident by hitting a stick in her room, and pushing an 81-year-old man in his wheelchair at speed, causing him distress. He also caused bruising to the 87-year-old man on a separate occasion after forcing his head down to his knees, smacking him and undressing him with enough force that his pyjama top was torn. Blanks was a serial abuser. When he banged the stick on the resident's floor, it wasn't a one-off. He would do this on the hour, every hour on the night shift, causing sleep deprivation, a terrible form of torture. Shouting and teasing the residents was a regular thing right from the very start of his employment. Staff and residents complained and were told that the management would have a word. If they did, who knows? As his employment continued, we had further concerns about Blanks. Mystery bruising would appear on certain residents after his night shifts. I would go and raise our concerns with the manager. One morning I came on shift and one of the residents had a swollen, looked broken hand, and Blanks had been on the night shift. I went to the manager and explained my thoughts and concerns. The manager threatened me with suspension. Now, having a young family, a missus and a home at that point in time, I could not afford it. I wasn't the only one concerned, and after they heard about the threat that I had received, they decided to write a letter to the head office to raise concerns. These two carers were called into the office by the manager 3 days later. Both carers were suspended for a week. There was nobody listening. Complaints about Blanks continued. Sentencing, Judge Bacon said the residents' families felt guilt they should not have had to feel after entrusting their relatives into the care of the home, which closed in November 2017 following an inadequate CQC rating 2 months earlier. We, as concerned carers, did the only thing we could. We opened up to the CQC and told them of our concerns. The one place where the manager or company could not block us, hence the damning report. And no families should have to go through that. I'm sorry it took so long to sort things out. But she added, I accept you were not best equipped for that employment by the dint of your youth, that you were someone who had a diagnosis of ADHD, you were poorly trained, and the fact that there were poor examples of care in that home. The judge starts making excuses for Blanks. Dint of youth, for example. At this home we had people of Blanks' age and younger working. None of them were in court answering to abuse charges. And at the age of 22, you should know better. Poorly trained. Again, how many are in court for abuse charges? That's right, just Blanks. It's a given. When you go into care work, you don't abuse the residents. She said at the time of the offences, Blanks was not responding well to medication for his condition, which his sister testified to at trial. That's the problem with today's society. Get in trouble, blame your mental health. Well, Blanks, you have proven to be a danger to others. You should be locked away in an asylum. Your sister isn't medically trained, so why is it the judge is taking an obvious biased testimony rather than your own GP's? But Judge Bacon added, demented patients are some of the most vulnerable members of society and are entitled to the support and care necessary for them to live comfortably. The judge points out the severity of Blank's admitted offences, which are truly appalling, though I am surprised there were not more charges. William Carter Mitigating said Blanks was now working as a delivery driver and demonstrating a good work ethic, and was keen to attend a tailored sexual offences programme which he felt would help him relate to others. He added, members of staff said he could be very good indeed with residents. Carter is a legal aid barrister, meaning you taxpayers are paying for him to defend an admitted a guilty abuser. Do you think this is right? The legal system is a joke. As for him claiming Blanks could be good with residents, he obviously asked members of Blanks' clique, of which management and senior staff were part of, all only there to get their beer tokens. Residents were the last thing on the clique's mind. Blanks was given a 7-month sentence, suspended for 24 months, in addition to 30 compulsory rehabilitation days, a compulsory 35-day sexual offences programme, and 100 hours compulsory unpaid work. The only bonus is he was barred from working with children and vulnerable adults. Does anyone see how much of a kick in the teeth this is for everyone affected? Where is the justice? Blanks deserved real justice. Instead, he got a smack on the wrist. Anyway, what do you think? Feel free to comment and let me know. I've been working as a care assistant for the past 11 years, and my message to anybody that's in the profession, if you don't care, then fuck off. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, please remember to leave a like, subscribe and share it along. Thank you very much.